Hello Internet, I am the hero of Holios, once again with another Legends of Holios. This tale is kind of an idea for a backstory for either an NPC of a campaign, or the backstory for a player character if they so chose to. It's totally up to the DM whether or not this fits in with their campaign idea, but I figured this would be a creative backstory for those who need a little help creating one. Without further ado, let's begin the story of Gwabi the White Grung. The color of a grung is their reason to exist. Without it, we do not know the type of poison we bear or what foods we need to eat to survive. If a grung is without color, we would not know where they stand in our tribe. A green grung cannot lead, nor can a red grung fight. Would a blue grung tell an orange grung what to do? Of course not. The color of a grung tells them who they are meant to be. So what happens when a tadpole loses his color? All grung are gray when they are born. Their color shows through some time after they develop legs. Once they have a color, they then join their caste and take their place among the tribe. Gwabi came of age as a normal grung does. His legs grew just fine, and his arms sprouted as normal. But when his tail rescinded, and the other tadpoles around him began to change into bright shades of blue and green, he noticed something strange about himself.
"Where's your color?"
Another tadpole asked him.
I didn't know we could be white.
Another one shouted.
"What's going on here?"
A portly grung made his way to the edge of the spawning pools, only to reel back in confusion.
"A white grung?"
He shouted.
"He has no color."
The adult grung ran away from the pools, only to come back later with one of the elders. His red skin was faded, a sign that he was coming close to the end of his life. But there was still a respectful hush as he hobbled over to examine Gwabi. The elders stared at him for what felt like hours, checking the patches of white shining through the gray skin, peeling back the shedding to see more white underneath, and extracting the newfound poison excreting off him.
"This is odd indeed. You need to come with me."
The elder began to walk away, pausing to tap his staff on the ground.
"Quickly now, young one. I can't keep you in the spawning pool. We don't know what your poison does, or how it will mix with the others."
Gwabi stumbled out of the pool, walking was still new to him, and made his way to the elder.
"There's no need to worry about this one, High Commander.
The elder spoke to the orange grung.
It hasn't happened in a while, but this is not truly impossible."
The orange grung seemed skeptical, but let the elder and Gwabi pass. For the next few days, the elder, whose name was Gutu, did his best to explain to Gwabi the caste system of their people, how white did not have a place in their culture, and how it had been at least a couple hundred years since a grung of an off color had been born.
"There was once a yellow grung whose poison could shock villains, and there was a black grung whose venom caused blindness. I'm sure there've been others, but I don't know them all, I'm afraid. Other tribes might be able to tell you more."
Gwabi looked at Gutu in confusion. What was he saying?
"I suppose I should explain better, yes? You must go into the world, young Gwabi, and find what your place in the caste is. Once you are ready, I will send you out into it."
So Gwabi trained for 5 years, learning of the other races from the common human to the seldom seen tieflings. He learned of the castes of the grung and their never-ending war with the bullywugs. Finally, the day had come for him to set out. As he waved goodbye to his friends and relatives, he reached the edge of the swamp before noticing something out of the corner of his eye. It was Gutu, with his staff in hand.
"You're going to be away for a while, little one."
His eyes were misty, but he breathed deeply and held out his hand. In it was a pouch.
"Should you pass a town selling chocolate, please pick some up for me."
Gwabi stared at the pouch for a moment before taking it. The coins inside jingled around, creating a pleasant chime. As he started to step back, his teacher hugged him.
They say you had no color, but I don't think that's true.
He looked over towards the sunlight shining at the edge of the swamp.
According to humans, white is a color when one talks about light.
Thanks for giving this one a listen. I enjoyed painting Grung because, I don't know, they just come in so many different colors, so there's really no wrong color to choose, and then you take black and you make the little markings on them and stuff, which I know in Volo's Guide to Monsters, the picture of them shows them as just like little dots and stuff. I think lines just look nicer. I would say Grung are among my favorite monsters, if nothing more than the fact that I get to do a very bad Kermit the Frog impression as I voice them. But as always, I would love to hear suggestions in the comments for other creatures or stories that I could tell, because I'm going to run out of ideas eventually and I don't want to stop this series. So, yeah, let me know. Thank you for watching, as always, and I will see you in the next video. This is the Hero of Holios, Xing out.